Let your lawn love grow. Now, while the lawn has gone dormant, Cub Cadet has brought the smell of fresh cut grass back into my life in the middle of winter. Thank you, Cub Cadet, for creating such a wonderful masterpiece of grass. We are about mid-February, and if you haven't started thinking about your pre-emergent, now would be the time to do so. Get your butt in gear and get some pre-emergent, ready to go down when those soil temperatures hit around 50 degrees. Therapeutic diffuser infused with fresh cut grass extract. So it is the end of January 2022, and it's been a little while since I have made a video. I haven't been doing a lot other than working on my semi-truck. So I am working on this door, putting the trim on the outside. I've stained the exterior trim, so that is going on the outside. I actually haven't stained anything. I've just been using tung oil. This is the stuff that I'm using right here. Tung oil, you just wipe it on, and holy crap, it is amazing. It says it penetrates and protects like something else. So I'm gonna put a little bit of oil on the door there just to show you how this stuff, or the transformation difference. I'm just gonna pour some on there like that, and then hit it like this. And this is something that I'm gonna plan to oil a couple times a year or something like that. And I don't know if I should be putting this on there with the rag or the brush, but for the time being, maybe I'll just put some on the rag here like this. So look at that. Look at the difference there. What that does. Holy moly, it really gives it a nice cherry brown color there. I don't know what color this is, but I'm calling it cherry. It's not very easy to get that onto that horizontal or that vertical plane. Like that. And it's not too bad. It just, when it was on the horizontal plane, I could just kind of pour it on there. It just gives it such a nice color. And it's supposed to protect the wood. And that's all it is, it's just some oil on the door, tung oil. So you can see how big of a difference just that little bit of oil makes on this wood. And that's all I did. That's all I put on there was just this tung oil. And I think that's all I will end up putting on there. You can see where I put the tung oil here and where I haven't there. And that is quite the difference. This is all ready to go. I pre-glued this together. You see the header piece and then the piece of casing right here. This is all gonna get covered up pretty much from here, right here. I dominoed this like a biscuit cutter, but it looks like a domino. 1, 2, 3 dominoes. Basically just a glorified biscuit. All right, so the first thing I want to do is just take this board off. This was here for transportation purposes only. I put that there so I could transport it, and so it would all stay all glued together. I know that I want a 1/4 inch reveal all the way around. I already fit this up here a couple of nights ago. That's why you see these screw holes right here. Right there. All right. Right there. Now I've got these 6-inch screws right here. These are Torx head screws because I've got 3/4 of an inch of trim material, then 2 inches of foam. Got to screw these in super delicately, not to suck it too tight. And then all this will be covered up in trim. And I'll show you that in just a second. I'm trying not to crank these too hard. I don't want to suck up too tight because the only thing holding it behind is foam. So I installed all this a couple of nights ago. I put all this up there, made sure it fit just the way I wanted it. Then I took it down to go and glue it all together. So I don't necessarily need to finish the stain right there. That's not that important. Same here, it's not that important because this is gonna get covered up and I'm gonna show you what that's gonna look like. I've got one of these whiteboards that are inside there and that'll go up there. Let me go get that and I'll show you. This is a piece of rough sawn fir right here. It's got this rough sawn look. This is how this is gonna look, like this, okay? So that is gonna go on there like that. So that'll be covered there, right there. Then I'm gonna put another piece there, and then I'll fill in all these horizontal pieces, 3 up at the top and then 3 right across the center. You can see this distance here. It's 5 inches between windows there, so that 5-inch white wood piece will just carry through here. So you're only gonna see, you know, this much of this piece of mahogany right here. So all those screw holes will be covered up. Got to take this piece back into the shed and paint this side so that is nice and painted. And then I just need to screw it in, add some shims up there. Holy crap, that is awesome, awesome, awesome. The paint will have to dry, so I'll have to come out here tomorrow and put those up and screw them in. But man, that is amazing. The reason this is taking so long to build is because I personally want to be working on other things in the summer, like the grass, dahlias, other things in the lawn. And so I don't have the desire to be out here working on the shed, which is okay. I would rather do this in the winter, even though it's butt freezing cold, and I don't like cold. So I've got this paint here. This is a stain, solid body stain here. Don't be calling this stuff paint, or you get in trouble. This stuff's a solid color acrylic stain, okay? It says it's for decks, fences, and siding, okay? So we want to be using this on anything else if you're not doing a deck, a fence, or some siding. So this is an acrylic stain, solid color white. This is a flood brand by PPG, and then it says it's since 1841, which is a long flippin' time. I'm only since 1979, so for somebody to say since 1841, that's quite impressive. And I'm not exactly sure how to get the stain onto the board. And I know y'all, you're gonna say, well, get a paint roller or get a paint tray. But guess what, folks? I don't want to deal with a paint tray. They said, well, you can't do it like that. That's bad. Well, yeah, it is, I know. But guess what? I don't want to have to clean a paint tray. Well, get the disposable one. You guys have got a solution to every one of my problems. So this stuff is awesome. When it's all on there, and it's nice and shiny, white, glossy. Ooh, I love it. But I'm serious, you guys are like, don't be rolling it like that. Don't be doing this. Don't be doing that. Get yourself a paint tray. Yeah, I know. I know, dude. I should get a paint tray. But guess what? I don't want to deal with a paint tray because I don't want to have to clean it. Well, you're just going to get stuff down in your can of paint there. Yeah, it's true. Contaminating my can of paint. But guess what? The only thing I need for this stuff is this siding application. So this is rough sawn. So guess what? If we see a little bit of imperfections, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good, man. So this is kind of like watching paint dry. Pretty boring. You know what I mean? So I was going to install this siding tomorrow, but I don't think that's going to work. Tomorrow's Friday. I've got to go to Air Gas and get an acetylene torch. I bought, no, acetylene bottle. I bought an oxyacetylene torch so I could be cool, you know? Like the welding guys on the YouTubes. Weld.com, you know what I mean? So I need to do some heating up of some stuff. And I need the rosebud, but I don't have a rosebud. So I'm waiting for them to get me one. So I gotta go to town tomorrow and get an acetylene bottle. So check this out. This is the best way to get paint on the roller. Just like that. Best way I've figured out. It's freshly painted, it's so pretty. I love this color. This is Chantilly lace color. I think it's by Sherwin or Benjamin Moore. The color. Just be like, this guy's so boring. He's like watching paint dry. Well, that's quite literally how I feel. Snakes and sparklers is the only ones I like. There's your problem. It's not what you like, it's what the consumer likes. You guys giving me grief for the way I like to paint. And guess what? I'm not a painter. And I don't profess to be a painter, and I don't like painting. Painting's probably one of my least favorite of the jobs. I like doing construction, but painting, ugh, it's not my thing. I'm gonna do the wrong thing here and put this paint roller in this bag. Do not try this at home. Put it in this bag like this and wind it up so the air can't get in it. Be like, don't do that. It's bad. Don't do it. Yeah, I know. Don't do it. As just said, don't do it. So that's it. Until next time, I will see you guys in the next one.